Adhiambo Odinga, Buzia. I am the 9th born and officially the last born of Mary and Jaramogi. Beryl was my sister, or is my sister. I would not want to say was. Youth leader is the firstborn, and I'm the lastborn. So you can imagine how youthful I still am, if youth is a still leader. It's a bit hard for me to actually stand up here to talk about my sister Beryl as if she's no more. Beryl and I were very, very close. Beryl is a sister I had when all my other siblings, my older siblings, were abroad. Honorable Buru was in Russia. Honorable His Excellency Raila Odinga was in Germany. My sister Wenwa was in Germany. My brother Gola was in Russia. And so, basically, Wenwa is Beryl was the one who went to Nairobi University. But before that, she was the one who was with us. For me, she loved me a lot. I was that young sister they all had that they never expected their mother to have. Even between me and my brother, who had believed all the years that he was the lastborn, I came maybe 6 years after him, so nobody had expected me to be there. So they all pampered me, but Beryl was there with me as I was growing up. When I was in primary, I remember she even wrote an essay for me in school, and when I went, the teacher was very suspicious. Mr. Fernandez said, "Are you sure you're the one who wrote this?" Because Beryl had impeccable English, and she was really good in English. So she wrote for me an essay that was not for a person who is in standard 5. The teacher then made me a week later to write the same essay, and you can imagine what happened. But Beryl really mattered us. I lived with her as she was married to the husband then, Ambala. And actually, when Auma was born in Victoria, I'm the first one who held her because she had had a very long labor during birth, giving birth. So Auma, Chizi, even Taurai in Zimbabwe, I am the one, the little sister, who always lived with Beryl. As fate would have it, I even went to live with Beryl in Zimbabwe. That was after the 1982 coup, which saw some of us, including Governor Orengo here, go into exile. Going into exile, I lived a bit in Uganda, Tanzania, but Tanzania, we were told, is not safe. They were returning all refugees to Kenya, so I then had to go to Zimbabwe and live with Beryl in Zimbabwe, where I did Form 5 and Form 6. I was one of the only people who went to school through Beryl, who went to school driving a Jaguar and parked it next to the teachers who didn't have Jaguar. You can imagine how I was getting a lot of X's on in my exams. So Beryl was a very special person. Amongst us all, apart from Raila, I would say Beryl is someone who loved her family. She wasn't such a public person, but Beryl loved her family. She loved us all. And she strived, because Beryl was a classy lady. She believed, and I think it's true,